How they saying that go? You are him? Leave.
Uh,
Leave.
mm. Welcome to the Justify Your Existence podcast, episode 2. I'm here with
Messiah Guevara.
and
Justin Book.
right, and we're gonna be talking about a very important topic for adults, especially right now. It's called overcoming hardships and how we do them. I'm very glad to have Mr. Messiah here because he's a gentleman I know for sure had some hardships in his life and he overcome them with vigor and bravery. He does call himself the Viking, in fact. First, he's a hard worker. Mr. Guevara,
Yes.
when it comes to overcoming hardships, like they say, you're in the workplace, you're having a hard day, right? A really extremely stressful evening. Where does have like in the back of your mind as carry you through the day?
You really want to know?
I really want to know.
What personally what I just have in the back.
Like personally, what does have in the back of your mind?
Well, everything comes to an end. And like
Mm.
in the workplace, my shift if your work is shift oriented, will come to an end. So your day must end. So I think about my own things, the benefit of finishing the day without exploding on everyone. And
Mm.
it will soon come to an end.
Mm.
I just, I block out the noise and everything in the workplace and I do my own thing because I didn't come for friends. I come here to make money like everybody else.
Mm.
Yes, I don't take it that seriously. And
Mm.
yeah, that's how I deal with it in the workplace. Yeah.
So, where you say that come about from? Like that mindset that everything will come to an end, so just work through.
Well, everything does come to an end in the cycle of life. You're born, you grow up, you grow old, you die.
Mhm.
So if life itself comes to an end, everything else will come to an end. You see, everything have its own cycle that does come to an end.
Mhm.
Animals, plants, even things.
Mm.
Does you buy it brand new, it start getting old, you gotta get rid of it. So I think it's the same with problems.
That's true. That's true. That's a powerful thing to say. Though.
Uh,
That no matter what you're going through, no matter what hardship, eventually it has to stop.
yeah.
I can imagine some people go view it in a different manner though.
hmm
That because everything comes in, like even the happy times would come to an, like how it does combat that aspect of it.
From what happy times come
Like
to an
happy
end.
times also come to an end. Like how it does still stay positive knowing that as well.
Well, it depends on what type of happy times you're talking about. So I think if it's like really achieving what you think your success is,
Mhm.
I don't think that would come to an end because you
Mm.
could become, let's say, your dream was to become the richest person in the world, or the greatest football player, or the best artist, and you achieve that. I think that happiness would go on for a period of time within yourself.
Mhm.
But after you achieve that goal, that means you need something else to try and achieve something else. You need to set another goal. You can't just achieve one goal and then that was it. So your entire life was just set out to do one thing, and as you accomplish it, that was it. Like that just bring you happiness. No, I think humans don't work like that. I think you would need something else to keep you going because it's your goals and your dreams and aspirations that just keep you going, right?
Right.
So that time would come to an end. The legacy, however, it will live on forever that you were once the greatest. And the title will never remain either. The title will always come to an end because there is no greatest in one thing. There will always be other people to rise up and do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would be the greatest at that time, but your period would come to an end. So you would go down in history as the greatest artist from, let's say, 2024 to 2028. But that period would come to an end where in the next 10 years after you set your goal that somebody else become the greatest or did something greater than what you did. So even that comes to an end.
Right. But you find value in the pursuit. That's why I could still stay positive.
Positive, yeah.
Alright, no, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. So everything must come to an end. So that's how we could continuously push through and things. Because I know you even do like Like for example, one of the hardest jobs people say is like construction. I know you went through a lot of physical labor in that field,
Yeah.
and even then you had that same mindset of
Yeah.
everything must come to
Yeah,
an end.
just for a period of time, you're going through a hard time. You're struggling financially and you need money, so you would suck it up and set your mind and you would go and do it because it's quick money, it's tax free money. So you would go and do it, even though it's hard and taxing on the body, you could still go and do it. You know?
Oh, that's real good. That's real good. So you have like any advice to like achieve that mindset?
Well, the way I achieved it, well, as an individual, I don't think it would work for everyone because it has a big part of like being cold and shutting off like a lot of feelings to have that mindset. I would say that's why a lot of people struggle to be like that and think that way. But you just need to focus, like have a clear focus on what it is that you want and be determined to get what it is you want by, I won't say any means necessary because that's, for me, that's type of extreme, but
Yeah.
by almost any means necessary. You need
Willing
to
to make a lot of sacrifices.
yeah, to do it. So if it is being tolerable and putting up with people that you may not want to be around in an environment that you may not want to be, you still have to do it because as long as you put it as a priority, that means it has to be done. And you can't shun away from doing things that has to be done because it would affect like your way of life itself. So as long as you think like that, you can do anything. Yeah.
No, there's a lot of value. Just this was just there. Everything must come time. I feel like I had that in the back of my mind when I'm going through certain things there, man.
It will
That
come
quotable
time.
one.
It definitely will come time. And if you see, you realize that it's not coming to an end, maybe you're doing something wrong and you're not trying to get out of the situation. You have to want to get out of the situation. The reason why a lot of people struggle like so hard, I think it's because sometimes you get comfortable. If you live with an ache or itch long enough, it wouldn't really be annoying because it's always there. So as long as you get comfortable, it becomes harder to get out of the situation. That's why they say, okay, you go and you're doing a job that, let's say, they're paying below minimum wage, and you do it for 2 3 years, you get comfortable, you no longer want to leave. You get comfortable with that money living in that pay bracket, so you don't want to leave. So that's why they say, don't get comfortable. Like you have to stay focused because when you get comfortable, you lose your focus on what you had set out to do in the first place is pass through the job, get the work experience and everything. Get something to put on your resume, and then you leave and you look for better, man.
Yeah. Right. A lot of personal responsibility. Personal responsibility is something that not much people just like to assume.
Yeah.
Because when you look into the mirror and you had to come to the conclusion that what happening to me right now is my fault. That is, people generally don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
To be like, oh well, you can't blame the government, you can't blame your family, you can't blame your friends, you can't blame your workplace. They would be like, it's just my fault.
Yeah.
But have strength in that, because in saying that it's your fault,
Yeah.
use the same person that could change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. I can't have that one on my wall, boy, dog.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So just the way think about that elections.
Well, me personally, I have a very different view on how I look at it from how he would say he would look at it everything will come to and yeah, I agree to it at a point, but I always look at everything as opinions doesn't justify who you truly are because somebody's saying you ain't shit doesn't mean you ain't shit. Because they don't truly know what's your desire or what you have in your mind where you want to be. So I have a more of a nonchalant view on things. Like, okay, opinions doesn't really matter. Although some people would see it as that would be their strength. That's not really my strength. My strength is me. I push myself to be where I want to be now, because growing up, I used to like take a lot of people's opinions too deeply,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I had myself just stuck in mud for like a couple of years.
That,
And
that couple of years look hard, but yeah, I've been almost set up
yeah,
in the
stop where I just like, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of adapted that from a friend, and I kind of converted it to an extent more than even he had, you know. And to me, it was one of the best decisions because if not, all now we're probably selling drugs. All now we're selling drugs. Although that's a part for some people that make them benefit and gain money, but
But you choose a different path, a harder
yeah,
path.
I had definitely is a harder part because school work. Yeah, but
Or little to no free time.
yeah, when I come to sleep, you know, luckily to get off day during the week. Normally, it's just a Monday off. I'm working, you know, Monday, you know. But to me, it's just don't take what everybody says too literal, and sometimes being nonchalant about things is the best way because stress is the number one killer. Take stress the wrong way and has you're stuck in mud. And depression is a hell of a thing nowadays. But
The amount with the diagnosed and undiagnosed depression, almost everybody have depression
yeah, so
at some point in their life.
at some point you have to realize it ain't that deep, you know. And I would say adapt a level of stoicism because
Stoicism, I feel like you teach him now.
you know, because it's only you. You might, yeah, your friends will be there, but it's only so much they can do. You have to push yourself to become better, you know. But I'd admit from what he said, I listen a little bit to it, you know. He kind of, as I say, I had to keep it in my mind anyway.
He's spitting, he's spitting. Nah, the Viking, you know, he been spitting. But as you bring up, right, you say like ignoring the opinions of others and like keeping true to yourself. Like, what does help you stick to your path and like block out the noise?
Me personally, it has a lot to do with, it's more than belief. It's knowing and convincing yourself. How they saying that go? You are him. Believe, and tell yourself, I am. I am.
Like have affirmations that constantly.
Yeah, I am. And they only saying this because they believe I ain't. But I know I am and will always continue to be. Yeah, it have people in better positions than you, but I'm coming.
Yeah, you have your own path to walk.
I'm coming. I'm gonna take over. Come on, you know, because strive to be one of the best chefs out there, you know. So
that is a big claim to have here on the people's internet.
Yeah. So
best chef in a way, yeah, let's see what that.
Stay focused and shoot for it. You never know. It's possible.
And in the world where everybody eats and food is the number one talked about thing right now because everybody want to try every different type of culture of food. You know. So
if you have man like Keith Lee out here becoming extremely famous as a food critic, you know, you could blow up.
You know,
but as you say, You gotta put in that work.
Yeah,
It's one thing to think you are him. It's the next thing to be him.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
You know, so
Uh,
so that really what is the, as I say, put in the work, because you still have to be strong mind to put in the work, because
mhm.
you can't just wake up one morning and feel like you could bench press 500 pounds. Because come
Oh
on,
yeah, yeah,
you
yes.
can't.
Is
You have to work.
that constant? You come in, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and perfecting your craft, and no matter how many times you do it, knowing that you don't have it perfect, but you have it better than you had it yesterday.
Exactly, because the weight is in the hard part. The hard part is just doing it over and over. That's the hard part. And if you let that stop you, then you ain't gonna reach.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta see past. You gotta make it become your happy place.
Yeah.
Because
Because it even have examples where like famous painters have been painting for decades and they only get recognized for the work post after they're dead.
yeah, and as a person believe I wanna leave my mark on this earth.
Leave your mark on the earth.
Leave my mark on this earth. Even though
Yes.
after I gone, Yeah.
Yeah, shoot
As I
for the
said,
stars.
they gonna have people come after and be better, because come on, yeah. But Leonardo still be Leonardo. At the
Mm.
end of the day,
Yeah,
Leonardo
yeah,
still be Leonardo.
legacy, the legacy, the legacy will definitely still be there,
yeah. Mm.
but he will not be the best.
Mm.
He will be the best for a certain era.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
his legacy is the only thing that never dies, right? That immortalized, but everything else,
yeah, 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 yeah.
sometimes.
Sometimes for sure, but to know that I hold that title for that period of time will be enough, you
Yeah.
know. And the duration is what matters too, because come on, Gordon Ramsay still is really one of the best chefs out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when you watch his story and how hard he worked, like when you watch this story, and most are the greatest in sports, art, uh, any part in life. When you watch the story, it's not like they woke up one day and was like, okay, I gotta cook today, and everybody was like, wow, oh my gosh, you're the greatest chef ever. Like no, no, it's years upon years of work. That's how to
Yeah.
keep in your mind. It's years on years of work. We just seeing this snippet of a life. You might see somebody, I just love to use exercise examples. So you might see somebody for 1 minute on the platform deadlifting 1,000 pounds, and you'd be like, wow, you're not seeing them thousands of hours put in.
Mm-hmm.
That he tried that same weight multiple times and failed. That he was like, wait, maybe I should change my career. Just them doubts in your mind. Like even with all the naysayers and thing on the outside, sometimes people might have belief in you. You might know all the time people wasn't believing it. Like I use yourself for example. And you get your first restaurant and everybody like, oh, the jump on the bandwagon. So that's that stage in your story where like you start to prove people wrong. And then people start to believe in you and they're like, yeah man, yeah. And they start to be like, oh well, what you doing so easy? Like I bet I could be a chef too, you understand? Yeah, you could be the greatest and thing. I know you're at a certain level where you had to keep remembering to yourself, don't stop putting in that same amount of effort.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop on your grind. Because as they say, you want to be the best. You go have a point where you reach in the middle where people gonna be like, ooh, yeah man, you best fried chicken I ever taste. That is one person of billions. That'll be a long road. Be prepared for what you're asking for.
Yeah, of course it ain't gonna be easy, and there will always be a point where you reach where you're gonna have the ones who would say, ain't that good, you know?
Yeah.
And you can't let that stop you because you take a question and I'll look for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, niggas like what? Pushing 40, close to
Yeah.
40 already. And people saying like he ain't good anymore. But okay,
Mm-hmm.
5, 10 years ago, who was stepping into his shoes?
Yeah,
Who was stepping on that field and take that ball from him?
it's
Let's
only
see.
have one man, one man that could have be like, oh yeah, like they're fighting that battle, you know. But
You know? But
yeah, Christy, that
yeah,
man's work ethic.
yeah, so it always reach a point in your career where you will pass your peak point, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And there will always be the younger generation of character. Somebody always trying to be harder than you. Somebody
Yeah.
always trying harder. There'll always be that person who wanna push past. You
Yeah,
know?
you could find value in that because the thing about when you reach close to the end of your journey is that you can help people that now starting off
Yeah.
because you have a level of wisdom and experience that okay, so these are certain things that I did wrong when I was at your stage. To further the craft, this is what you should do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because when I'm gone, who's gonna take up the mantle?
Yeah.
Who's gonna
That,
be the next top chef?
yeah, at a certain point, when they asked who's gonna carry the boats and the logs, he was like, "Yeah, I answer Nicole. That's me. That's me." At a certain point, your back, your shoulders, are gonna be like, aches and pains. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta train somebody else to be able to carry that same hardship.
Yeah, because just because I train hard doesn't mean you need to train hard also. All you need to put in the work. I could still help you and show you the little bobs and weaves, how to get through the tough struggles.
How to reach where you reach
Yeah.
faster so that they could exceed where you were.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So always have everybody always have a different path and a different road, basically.
Mhm.
You know? Like how we have his everyday comes down and
Mhm.
so it's all about how you look at it and the best part for you.
Yeah.
And that's my view.
Yeah. No, that's a great view. And especially coming from the youngest. I did you agree too? Yeah, so I I really hope that you train your son to look oh, not the actual son,
Yeah,
his son,
future
his
son,
son,
yeah.
his son.
Okay, okay.
His son. You know what I'm talking about, man. Keep him on the right path. Yeah, be that example. I remember a previous talk I was having with somebody and I was like, being a leader is a heavier thing than some people know. You know, so you had to be the first one to step out there on the stage. You had to be in front of everybody. It's just like in a race. Like, don't you know, when you're on like a long distance race and thing, does have like a pace setter.
Yeah.
Just be in front and they'll set the pace and they'll cut the wind.
Yeah.
And like you're cheer for the person I get the gold medal, but all the pace setter, it have a reason why they're there. That reason why they're in front leading the pack.
Okay.
That value in that, being the first that everyone follow me.
Yeah.
You think like in life, you'd want to assume that responsibility because that responsibility is hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. At some point, yeah.
Yeah.
At some point. If so let's say in my friend group, like I realize years passing by, everyone just waiting for someone in the friend group to take that step. At one point you should tell yourself, okay, well then let me do it, because if you know your friends have enough raw potential to so everyone can be great, they're just waiting for one person to get them that push.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with your family as well.
Yeah.
And in the workplace, anywhere, any environment you're in, really, even in the community. But
Yeah,
so,
because
yeah.
sometimes you just had to be the 1st. You just had to be the first to do something, and then everybody be like, oh, well, if he can do it, we can do it too. Because sometimes when you watch things like as they use the same for an example, they say like you have a dream. They use this specific example, right? Because you like woodworking, that's your craft, right? Right. So let's say you become a great woodworker,
Yeah.
business owner, business is booming. Let's say the rest of us have not reach a point in our life where we consider ourselves successful. Watching you, we could then be like, he came from where I came from. We grew up in the same area.
Yeah.
If he could do it, and he's my friend, I could do it too. I see the nights. I was like, all right, boy, I can't sleep. And he was like, yeah, just finishing up a report there. Might sleep in the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's 3 hours extra work. So you're seeing physically that, hey, boy,
Yeah.
he put in that level of work. So you know what's required.
Yeah.
And you know when you put in what's required, what the outcome will be.
Yeah.
That's real important. That real value in that.
Yeah.
Real value in that. That's why I would love to see my friends justifying their existence. Like,
Yeah.
like following the passion and them kind of thing. And like you as, I have a lot of respect for you as a hard worker.
Yeah.
Ever since like you was younger and thing and you was working with other companies and thing, I was like, yeah, boy. I was like, Ray, we's the same age, but watch how much money he making.
Yeah.
And take that way. And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I need to step my game up. Because if he's your true friend, you don't watch it from a place of jealousy, you watch it from a place of, wow, if he's doing it, I need to up my game so we could do it.
Motivation and inspiration.
Yeah. It will be important to surround yourself with people that inspire you to overcome the hardships in life.
Yeah.
Like that's real important. You feel like look around at your friend group and you're like, hey, boy. Like how the sayings go. When is the smartest person in the room, get in the room?
Yeah.
Like I don't really believe in that though. But it's be hard when like you're like, all right, guys, let's go and achieve our dreams, and everybody like, bro, I wanna get fucked up. I wanna drink and smoke.
Yeah, I wanna chill.
Yeah.
I will achieve my dreams next 10 years. You could go and start on that.
We're in our 20s, bro. I want to chill now.
Time,
Like nah. We young, we're strong. We have the least amount of responsibilities we'll ever have.
Yeah.
Need to take advantage of that now.
No, yeah. You know, a lot of people, even like I said, a lot of people let's get caught up in that mindset sometimes. Don't be afraid to leave your friends if they're holding you down at a certain point and achieve your dreams and then come back. If they don't want to accept you back, you'll have to just say that there's not true friends.
Yeah.
But if your friends holding you back, like they genuinely want you to stay at the same level with them, right? So none of us are successful. You don't need to be successful either. You need to be struggling with us. You shouldn't be afraid to leave them and go and achieve your dreams, even with family and all. If they're holding you back, I'm not saying to cut them off. I'm not saying to cut them off completely. That when you achieve your success and your goals, you never go back and give back and help in it. But it's impossible for you to help at the same level. You know. Well, I won't say impossible, but it's really hard to help out at the same level.
You just have to divide your finances and your time, because especially when you're at the lower levels, it's a limited resource. Like the amount of time you just have to put in work to get little money, right? And then sometimes people might ask you and thing to divert your money to other things when you know what you truly need for your goals. Like let's say, for example, like using Justin over here, right? Like let's say you know you need to get some culinary tools, and like one of your friends say, "Bye, have a party later." There you go. There you ought to know for yourself that, hey, focus. This is the mission. This is the goal. One party missing out on that, it's not gonna matter that much in the long run versus like achieving my goal sooner. I guess I have to keep that in the back of your mind. I find that real important. And I consider myself lucky to have the group of friends that I have. Because I'm surrounded by some good guys. Given that they're doing this with me. You know, I think I'm surrounded by some good guys. Because honestly, I don't really like to be in front of the camera. Like by myself, I feel a little awkward and weird. But anytime like it's like I'm speaking to somebody, it could just be one more person. I feel so much more relaxed.
Like just having a regular conversation as we always do.
Right. We just normally talk about these kind of things. So just like a no-brainer to just be like, okay, hit record. Nah, boy. But come on, hardship something.
Yeah, but I know sometimes the situation does be harder for some people. Sometimes you're born into hardship,
Yeah.
so you never even knew what it was like to live easy, as people love say. Like you didn't even experience that. So all you know is hardship.
Yeah.
That does be a bad mindset sometimes as well. You never know when to take it easy,
Yeah.
or when to go easy, or when to enjoy everything, because you just assume it just gonna be the same like how it
Yeah,
always has been.
because they're constantly in survival mode.
Yeah. So sometimes it does be like a bad thing, but
Mhm.
as long as you know how to deal with it, it don't really be a bad thing. You know how to like take the advantages of it. So you would know when you do achieve success, you know what it's like at the bottom, and you don't ever want to get back there. So you will continue to work hard because that embedded in your spirit to work hard. So you will never stop working hard. But you need to know when to take it easy sometimes. I mean, one party wouldn't kill you. You need to enjoy the success.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you need to enjoy your success. It was all worth if you can't enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. Alright, there's be like a tightrope you just be working on. Like you don't want to completely be like, okay, I just gonna have fun and indulge in pleasures, but also don't want to be like, okay, I gotta work hard until I die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just gotta have like a midpoint. Just gotta keep yourself wholesome. Yeah, to keep yourself like healthy in like a physical, a financial, a spiritual amount.
Yeah.
Like try your best to get a balance in your life.
Yeah. You need balance in your life. Yeah, so you can't only work hard. You have to have times where you will enjoy the moment. You can't only gym hard and be on a strict diet. You must have a cheat day.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just study hard for the rest of your life. You must have a day where you're taking one day to relax. If it's one day within 2 weeks you're taking to relax, you need that day to relax.
Yeah, because as you say, it all comes to an end.
So
So
it
you have to
all comes
enjoy
down.
it.
You're not going to study
while
for
you're
the
going
rest of your
through.
life. At some point, you're going to stop studying and do something. Well, you could study for the rest of your life because it has so much information and knowledge to take
so
in. You
much
can
to learn in
never.
life.
I don't think a lifetime is enough to cover all the untold stories and mysteries of the
Definitely
world,
not.
and all the rights and wrongs and the good and bad and the truths and the false. And yeah, I don't think one lifetime is long enough to know everything, but that's besides the point. But yeah. Yeah, hardships. Hardships. Long as you figure out the way to get over them, though, I think life, it does be kind of not, I wouldn't say smooth sailing, but it doesn't really be worried for them. Yeah, it doesn't really be worried about them. Well, your way, your own unique way of dealing with it, because everyone different, so everyone has their own way. Yeah.
Because like how you say like it all comes down, and then Justin say how yes, like ignore the external factors and more focus internally. Like everybody had their own way. Like me personally, when like thinking about times when I experienced some hardships, like it's not like the hardest or the hard, but some hardships I would be like, I would just remember in my mind, bend, flex, but don't break now.
Yeah.
Because especially as a man, if like I was consider myself like the last line of defense in situations now, but that's feeling empowering for me now. Like if the entire house, right?
Yeah.
Like the roof blow off, okay, I could put on a new roof. The door blow off, I could get a new door.
So, yeah.
If the foundation is gone, it is no longer the same house. The foundation is important, and that is where flex, bend, but do break does come from. When the foundation is broken, nothing could stand upon where it was.
Correct.
Yeah, and that is what I was having in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
When on them days when I feel like, nah, I'm not really feeling to do it. If you don't do it, everything's broken down.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it. Especially in the future when you're gonna be a husband and a father.
Yeah.
When everybody crying at the funeral. And I was at a funeral, I come up with that one. Actually, to a casket, I was like, wait, you know, you you have a loss one and be like, feeling to cry,
I want to cry.
Yeah,
I want to feel hurt. I want to be weak.
Right.
But you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
like,
you need to be strong.
You're looking around like, and you're like, nah, know for yourself that you have to be strong enough to carry this person that you love in that. Yeah. You'll have your time to feel where you have to feel after. But you're not allowed to break right now.
No, yeah.
You could bend a little bit. You could be like, this strain on my shoulder a little bit. Don't drop that off.
Yeah.
Because the other people that carrying with you depending on you too.
Yeah.
The people that are working with you depending on you too.
Yeah.
Don't drop it. Because you're strong.
Mm-hmm.
Remember in the back of your mind that you're strong.
Yeah.
And don't break.
You don't necessarily need to be strong. But in that, in that moment,
you need to be strong. Yeah. Because in the hardest moments, that is when you need it the most. When everybody's just chilling and like you're watching TV and you don't need to be this hard monster that's like, nothing can affect me.
Yeah.
But when they need you, let everybody else break down and cry.
Yeah.
Be the one to assume that responsibility and be like, yes.
Yeah.
Viking.
Yeah.
I can do this because nobody else can do it. I will do it.
Yeah,
man. That one, being strong, especially as a man.
Yeah.
It's underappreciated.
Very, very.
Yeah, because like what's the example I just give you? Like people doesn't come and tell you after you don't put the person in the hole. Thanks for carrying the coffin, you know? Everybody just like, some people want to dump in the hole and thing. So you have to hold them back. You be like, just now, I have to put sand and take over this now. My hard work is not over.
You falling apart inside.
Yeah.
Put on this.
Yeah, this tough exterior and you just have to wait. You gotta carry everybody home, make sure everybody's safe, make sure everybody okay.
Then go on your own side quest.
Right.
And cry on your own time.
Yeah. And they can't even cry when them, because when them cry, them gonna be like, the pillar broken apart. Everybody break down with you. It's like, nah.
They cry on your own time.
Yeah. And does consider that a toxic part of masculinity, but I disagree with that.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. It have positives in that. If it have nobody that could stand up in the face of hardship, like everything will break apart.
Yeah. True.
If you wouldn't have men that could be like, I can work 120 hours this week. Start like that. Who can do it? Who can do it?
It's like when Dave Chappelle said he was watching that press conference with Trump when Trump was in power at the time now, and he said Trump come out on stage and say if everybody else would see the type of stuff that he does see, how horrifying it is that he said, and then he see Donald Trump lip sweat. He was like, if he's going to have panic, because if you is the head of the country and you are afraid, who am I now? At the lowest level, basic civilian now. I should be really afraid if you are afraid, you know? So you need one person to be strong. That's like, it leads back to when you say it's not hard taking up the role of the leader now. The pace setter. That really is not easy. That's real hard to do.
And the hardest part is you don't get the thanks. You don't get the thanks. So just be like, oh well, that's something you just always do, you know? Somebody don't come home and pay the bill and they'll be like, oh, thanks for keeping the lights on, Justin. Like, oh, you were so nice for that. No, those only be like, in the absence of the pillar, then everybody's be like, okay, why is everything shaking? Let's say as the provider in the household, right? As a father, you did not pay the bill. All of a sudden, I notice your presence. Why the lights off? Why Mom, Dad, the internet is not on, it's not working. All of a sudden, like, oh, now the guy criticize you. The guy be like, you're slacking. You're not being the pillar. We need you to be the pillar. And it's like, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to face that because I'm not going to change by one conversation. That you should appreciate people. As much as people will say, like, be thankful for the life you have, people just take things for granted once they have it enough.
Yeah.
Every time you breathe, you don't thank God for air. You would have moments where you'll be like, and you'll be like, oh,
Thank God.
thank God. And God is like the ultimate pillar.
Yeah, like,
You're going to be like, oh yeah, thank God I'm breathing right now after like a near-death experience,
Yes,
almost drowning.
Yeah, that's true.
So like on a smaller scale, know that there are times in your life you're gonna be doing like the most back-breaking tasks, the hardest of hardships, and people just gonna be like, I'm so sad today. I had such a bad day, and you just say like, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it because your back does be broad for a reason. It's to carry everybody else.
Yeah. As a man.
Yeah.
That's it, I'll be a bird.
Yeah. And that's why you just appreciate time with the boys and things too. Because when enough fellas come together, you just be like, this is the back-breaking task I had to do today.
Yeah.
Bye. You're better than me, boy.
I understand the rules, but most of them, who
Like,
actually play in the part doesn't understand,
Cause and that has become a real sense of comfort in like low-level jobs, I realize. Because like I remember a time when I was working and we started to compete to see who could get like more hours during the week and double more. And we started to reach like all 70 hours and thing.
Yeah.
Clocking out and then he's like, yes, why? How much hours you make this week? Like a cool 65. Like 65 alone I make 70, and then I just see the old man coming back like, I made 100. Like he living on the job, So that old man on the job. I come to clock in 7 o'clock. He already make breakfast and like, you know, coming to work, young boy.
Yeah.
I clocking out, he like, nah, I have 3 or more hours, you understand? Yeah, but without men like them, society wouldn't be able to function. Yeah, that back-breaking work of you doing it over and over and over and putting in the extra. Because jobs does just be like, okay, 40-hour work week. And we're trying to drop that to even less.
Yeah.
But it have men that's be doing more than twice that.
Yeah.
And then you just watch companies and be like, this company could be more efficient. And you have workers doing more than twice the amount of work, living on overtime.
Max amount of hours,
Nah, you gotta be thankful for those guys. I know he's one of them guys too.
Yeah, when already.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta be thankful for those guys. Like, and even if you're not watching it as like just work, like outside I work too. Because like using you for example, like the school, then work. It's licks. That's not easy to do.
I actually thought it was easy. Going into it, I thought I was like, I could just gonna be a little taxing, but a month of that was like, that's crazy.
I
don't think after that I have ever been early because school starts at 7:30, finish 3:30, work start at 4:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock, goes till 12.
Yeah, what's a little back at that time from 12 to like say about 5 because you still had to get. Wait, no, work ends at 12, you say? So you still had time to reach home and then it's a little bit of time, and you can't even say that it's time to yourself because you still had to sleep.
Still had to find a way to iron, wash, all of that. Because job doesn't end on the weekend. Job does not end on the weekend.
It's not Monday to Friday, it's when they need you.
When they need you. It's really taxing, right? And they don't want to hear, oh well, you went to school, but we need you here to work now.
Don't know what you sign up for.
We appreciate you. We know that you're still making the effort to come, but I need 100 burgers now.
No matter what the condition is,
we got customers.
Work doesn't drop. The work doesn't drop.
So.
And then we'll see it if you're on the front line. I'm having a terrible day today. Okay. Smile and serve that shit. Smile and serve those customers food. Yeah, the customers don't need to know what kind of day you were having. No, they came here for an experience and you can serve them to the best of your ability.
Now what?
Yeah.
All this is the journey. So they look back, you could tell the kids, you lucky. You didn't know what I had to do.
Yeah, like we just make fun of Tony parents say things like, back in my day, I used to have to walk like 2 miles to get to school, and then after that, I used to have to work with the carpenter just to get enough money for bread.
Yeah.
You know, those are like thing, but those are real experiences.
Yeah,
Like,
so I'm gonna have my days when I tell my kids.
yeah, later on in life, you can tell your child like, yeah, and so like after work, I used to come home and wash my clothes, and the child can be like, so you didn't have like some that could just like and it clean like you didn't have the robot doing that.
Yeah, because times get real though.
Sweeping you didn't have we just call thing? What the thing that has move and clean it. Yeah. Yeah, them robot things. Yeah. The thing we come into a time where like yeah, that's study. Do I actually want to turn off my lights or do I just want Alexa to do it?
Now like times is crazy now, yeah.
Yeah. No, but it good that times becoming easier, but it bad that times becoming easier
Really
in a
bad.
sense.
Yeah.
Because when things become too easy,
Like going and bring forth easy man.
yeah, weak men. How do you say
Weak
that's
men.
called?
Hard times.
Hard times make strong men. Strong men make easy times. Easy times make weak men, and weak men bring hard times. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The frightful part is to have weak men in the future. That's not gonna be good for anybody.
Well they won't have purpose.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would be a part of the future. Because I think in the future, if you don't serve a purpose, you don't have a trade, I don't think it would be wanted. It would be useless. And I don't think it would have space for useless people in the modernized world. But that's just what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're useless and you don't have a skill that the AI or robots could do, then why even existing?
Yeah, because
For who to take care of? For who money?
we still
Yeah,
in a capitalist society, so
Yeah.
you would need value to generate
Need
currency.
value.
And if at a certain point in time you feel like you don't have value,
Yeah. I don't think it'd be a part of the new
yeah,
of the new world.
and that is the tough thing that I had to come to terms with. You had to find a way to justify your existence. Yeah, because
Oh,
yeah, because life not gonna become easier.
Nope.
Well, it's not gonna become easier in the sense that you'll feel fulfilled easier.
yeah. It'd definitely be harder.
Yeah. Because at a certain point, like let's use like addiction in a sense. Like people who have food addictions, like before one slice of cake and you'd feel good. Then like half a cake and you'd feel good. I gonna need like a whole cake and a pint of ice cream to feel good. You know, it just keep escalating now. Escalating. So it's good that we making life easier, but we gotta program a amount of hardship in life, but not too much that it would break people.
Yeah.
Because like let's say like, and this is one thing that generally people do like. Like when you have a really rich family and you try never experience no hardship.
Yeah, it's because I don't know. I don't know if it's wrong to say like you need hardship. I don't know if that's wrong to say, but I think to appreciate like success and money and all these things, you need hardship.
Yeah.
Because if you were just born into money, you never earn that money, right? Or like you was born into a rich family, your parents die, and you inherit billions of dollars. You not like you're not gonna appreciate the value of that money because you didn't have to work to get it, right? You just basically you were handed all that money. You're not gonna know how to spend it properly. You're just gonna be spending it crazy because you never work hard for it. Okay, all of us here, our jobs are really taxing physically and mentally. But we just work hard for that little bit of money. When you get our money, you just squander it and spend it carelessly. You just you just hold back on that money and treat that money like you're never gonna get money again. It's so hard for it now. You're not just gonna spend it out unless it's something really important. But if let's say you was working a third of the hours that you're working right now, but you're making 10 times the amount of money that you're making out now. You go in and spend that money carelessly because you're not really working hard for that. You're just getting paid a lot of money, so you go in and really spend that money. But now that we're working hard for it and we know what it is to work and get our hands dirty to get money, you know you spend it better. You be a little more smart with your spending now.
Because you know what I'm thinking about right now as well. Like remember recently we was talking about if you would ever work CPEP as a job. Yeah. And for those that don't know, CPEP is like you're taking care of the environment and stuff like cutting grass, cleaning drains and them kind of thing. And how valuable those people are.
Those workers are.
But like if you never went through that or know anybody that went through that, you'll be like, them people are just uneducated and think they don't matter.
They have to cut grass for a living.
Right, and that is where the danger of having people that had such an easy life does come into. Not that does just squander money, you know. That they don't value the work that other people does. Because they'll be like, oh, you just do that job? How much you just make? I just make like 100 a day. I just make that a minute. So because you just only make that does associate the monetary value with your value as a being. And that is where it does become bad. Be like, nah, that's just the made. Clean this up there. Like no, that is abusing. That is the bad part. That is abusing it. And when you make it easy for like generations, that does tend to pop up more. Like a family that freshly rich, like you grew up seeing your father work that hard and they don't do that.
No.
But 3 generations down the line, they'll be like, no, well, how your fathers make money? No, he just want to see just do videos around his house and things like cooking and stuff. That's what he does.
Cooking, made cleaning. We don't really have to do anything.
We have investments and stuff that just compound. So.
That's crazy.
So and it doesn't reflect on how those treat minimum wage workers.
But like I can't say anything. I myself used to treat them badly. I used to make when I was in a higher pay bracket, but no, actually working there with them, I respect them because I don't know how others do it, but like how others make a living and budget that money. That money is so small to do things with, and it's just hard, man.
But so my co-workers say, I had 3 children on this pay.
You are 3 children and a house and all that on this way. Like, but as long as they're doing it though and budgeting it properly, as long as you can learn how to do that, when you start making real money, you set. You set. Nah, but I didn't know until the roles were reversed how much how hard these people's jobs are.
Because it was so easy to be on the other side, like, why my pizza taking an hour?
Like taking so long. It's fast food, but we're really going on. You want to make a scene, you know?
And then on the next end, when you're working there, you in back a house, you're hearing, okay, well, Bernice, Shanice, and Andre stay home, so we got needed to work like 4 stations at the same time. Like, what? So the customer like a whole hour, man, I'm gonna leave a bad review. It does be tough. It does be tough sometimes.
Really tough.
But as you say, it's a transition, and it's a good transition. Because as you say, you start to respect them more, having passed through that stage.
Yeah.
So when you pass through that stage and you become a wealthier person, you could look back and be like, nope, I have respect for them. I was
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, I work
At
here.
certain
That
point,
job,
yeah, so-
it's not as easy as you think it is.
Yeah.
It's really
Let's
not.
be going through it. Let's be going through it. Yeah. If we could, we probably have everybody experience like every different type of job.
Yeah.
Because some people really doesn't have respect, like.
Yeah. They come on the shit on here, like
Man.
way, yeah. It's real tough to deal with some people that will just come in there having a bad day and just want to make your day into a horrible, turn your good day, your decent day into a horrible day because them having a bad day. So they want to come and take all their anger on you, like if you some sort of peasant. Just make my food quick. Out your mouth and make sure it's nice. And this and that. And so much for this and so much for that. Like, oh my God, I just selling it. I didn't put a price to these things. I didn't put the size. I didn't do anything. I just selling it. I am literally at the lowest level. You can't blame me and be angry at me. Right? Yeah.
We'll just be trying, man. But that means that if more people experience what other people experience, the world will be a better place. Yeah. We need the hardships, man. I keep stressing that we need the hardships as hard as they are, and you feel like some of them unbearable.
Yeah.
It's a testament to your character.
Yeah, that's it.
Some of the best people I know went through a lot in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of them in great positions in life.
Yeah.
Like they made it out of the hardship. I don't know. Only them alone know how they come out of it. But they're in great positions. Like they never let that hold them down. They probably still feel it deep down because depending on what it was, it has been hard to let go of it.
Yeah.
Not saying that you can't have it in your mind, but you never let it be a hindrance as to what you're aiming for.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. So remember, guys, in life, just go through your hardships and remember, it all comes standing and follow your path. Follow your path. Because you as well can be him. This has been the second episode of Justify Your Existence, and we hope to see you again. Justify your existence in some way today.